Hello and welcome to Inside the Agency, where we talk about the latest topics and concerns of independent agents. I'm your host, Daniel Ochoa, and I brought back with me our guest host, Mark Hilton. Glad to have you back, Mark.
Glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Today we're going to be talking about the importance of websites, part two. And the reason for this, Mark, I'm sure you're well aware that since our last video, we had an overwhelming response from our viewers wanting to know, is it true that Google is going to start ranking their websites based on whether or not they're mobile friendly?
That's actually accurate. Starting of last April, Google had now put a classification on the websites if they're going to be mobile friendly or not. But also Microsoft Bing is also followed suit as well, now that they're going to start looking for those who are mobile friendly.
Yeah, and what does this mean for our viewers? Well, it means that if you've had a website for the last 10 years and took you years to get ranked up there on the first page, the top 3, if your website is not mobile friendly, you're going to fall back to the second or third page. Is that correct, Mark?
That is correct, or even lower.
Yeah. So, it's very important for all our viewers to make sure that your website is mobile friendly. Mark, how does someone test their website to see if it's mobile friendly?
Well, it's quite simple, but what we recommend is if you contact us, either call our support line or our sales lines, or even if you email us your website information, we can go back and verify how mobile friendly your website currently is.
Okay, so we can do the testing for them.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's good news. Makes it very easy for our viewers. Now, Mark, I know I talk to agents all the time, and agents are always telling me that they have a simple website. They don't want to really get into the details, and they just want their name out there on and have a simple website. How important is it to? I know you have a top 10 list that I wanted you to read on how important it is to have a good website for your agency.
Well, it's very important. According to a lot of statistics, and you can pull all different types of statistical information, but according to some of the top statistics that are out there, we know that roughly about 80% of those who actually are part of the online community actually have spent money through online purchases through their mobile devices. But we also, through statistics, we find that over 50% of those who purchase at least one time continue to purchase through mobile devices and through online activity. So having a website that caters to your company is highly beneficial. And I like to read off just a couple of things for food for thought for those who are interested on having the website, and why would you set up to have the website. Well, of course, obviously, you're going to have more credibility with your online community. It shows you that you're established, that you're not a fly-by-night or hole in the wall, basically, as some would like to classify this. It gives you some sense of legitimacy. Like that. Number 2 is that your website is always on call, no matter if it's a holiday, weekend, if it's after hours. Your clients have accessibility to your company,
Which is very important.
Absolutely. But not only that, it's also easy for clients to pick up where you're located, to do searches to find out that you exist and that you offer certain products or services that cater to their particular needs. So that's roughly one good area. But also, if you stop and think about it, it's also one of the most perfect tools to market your products and your services to your clientele. So when you change your product lines, or you change other services, or you add and implement new things, you can quickly adjust your website to reflect this, versus taking 10,000 flyers that are now obsolete, trashing them, and generating all new flyer systems or other type of advertisement banners, feathers, and other things that you don't have to invest money back into re-advertise. So you also have it's a great way for your potential clients to also go back and see what's going on, activities and other things that's arising through their policy. And so, but one of the most important thing too as well, it not only gives you exposure, but it expands your geographical range, where you're no longer just soliciting or communicating to the local people in your community, but now you're able to bridge out into further areas that you couldn't reach out before, that will stimulate growth and business opportunities.
And if you notice, Mark, that there's a lot of commercials out there now advertising. The big companies that are advertising, they'll show a person get pulled over by a police officer, and with their cell phone, they're able to pull up their ID card.
You're right. And that was one of the topics we're going to talk to is that it offers the convenience level on your client. So when certain situations do arise and they need to address the issue and you're not available at 2 o'clock in the morning and they got to stop, they can easily go into the website, pull information, ID cards, verifications of insurances, and so forth to validate their insurance.
And just so our viewers know, with Agency Matrix, we're offering websites now that's tied in, integrates with the management system. So now our agents can offer the same thing that the big companies are offering to allow their clients to be able to pull up an ID card, print an ID card, even accord forms. They're able to make payments at the insurance company's website, all right in their website for the agency.
And because with this process in place, you're expediting the customer service level. And by doing this, it prevents your clients from bogging down your staff with frivolous little questions or things that your website can answer for the client. And most people feel more comfortable by going to the website, figuring out what's going on, and then freeing your agents to do what you pay them to do, quote, bind and sell.
And I don't know about you, Mark, but when I'm looking for a product and I start doing searching on the website, I go to a website that it looks like a child did it. I don't buy a product from them. I mean, I like to see that the website looks very professional because, and I'm probably wrong, but I believe the more professional a website is, the better of a product you're going to get. And It's just human nature that's how we feel.
Absolutely. And the essential is just like when you go for a job interview or you go on a date, you dress very presentable. Why? Because you're projecting an image of not only confidence, success, and other things that are linked to that, but your website's also important on the cosmetic looks too as well. You don't have to have it super fancy, but enough where it appeals to the clientele to find that you're legitimate and you take your job seriously.
Yeah. So you would say that the website is a reflection of the agency?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. If you go to our website, www.agencymatrix.com, and you like our website, the same department that created our website will be creating your website.
Absolutely. And remember, with the accessibility, you're able to do not only quotes and get other type of things done, customer services, exposure, expanding your horizon on different opportunities that, say, your normal staff or word of mouth was not able to achieve. But the website will help stimulate the growth and help bring traffic to your company.
Yeah. And Mark, before people buy, they always search the website. And the same thing happens with independent insurance agents. Agents don't believe this, but they'll check out the website, and before they call or they request a quote, they'll go to the website, look around, and then they may request a quote. The great thing about Agency Matrix is if they go to the website, a potential client, and he requests a quote, when he hits that submit button, Agency Matrix will automatically create that prospect in Agency Matrix, and then it will assign a task to an employee. So if that happens in the middle of the night, first thing in the morning when that employee logs in, he has a task to take care of that quote and make sure that it doesn't slip through the cracks. Now, let's say it does slip through the cracks. With the diamond package that we have in Agency Matrix, the automated drip marketing will automatically send that client an email saying that we're working on this, do a follow-up, wanted to make sure, 2 days later, hey, just doing a follow-up, wanted to see if you bought the policy, bought an insurance policy yet for your auto or your home, whatever the quote was. And so Agency Matrix does 90% of the work that the independent insurance agents are doing today.
Correct. And before I had automations, and when I received leads, of course, like most people, they'll get an email notification. But sometimes not everybody's cloud synced to the phones and other devices to let them know the emails come. So you have to consciously, periodically check your emails to make sure you got any requests, endorsements, other things that came through your website. But now with the management system in place, with the automations picking up and signing it, that'll help alleviate the managers from dispersing the leads out. The system will do it for you, so you don't have to worry about checking your phone or your email 2 o'clock in the morning to get everything set up, or make sure you're up early in the morning before your staff gets there to break all the projects out. The system will simplify this, alleviate that burden from you, and do it for you. So when your agents do come in, they can go right to work and they don't have to worry about, is any leads come in today?
Yeah. I think it's a great tool for all the agents to have to allow their customers to be able to view their policies, to be able to print ID cards, print a quote form, all that. I was talking to an agent a couple weeks ago, and she was concerned, telling me that, well, I don't want my clients to see my management system. And I want to clarify that, your clients aren't going to have access to your management system. It's kind of like you logging into your bank account. You don't have access to the bank bank's information. You only can view your personal information, and it works the same way in Agency Matrix. Your clients will only be able to view their policies, print ID cards, print a court form, and that's only if you give them permission to. You can still deny them if you only want them to view their policies. That's all they'll be able to do. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Just to also reiterate on something is I have a good friend who's the agency owner, and he asked, because he does a lot of commercial court forms, he says, well, if they can get the court forms, what's stopping them from changing the limits and other information? So we just want to let you know is that when your clients have access to the court forms, they cannot change or edit the court forms, such as the limits, exclusions, or anything else. The only thing that they can modify when they print off the court forms is just the cert holders. So when they need to do multiple projects and you're not available to assign the cert holders to be sent out to the cert holders, the client can go in there, change the cert holder on their court form that you assign that they have access to. But they can't change anything on it.
Which is a good thing, especially on weekends.
Yes, weekends, say holidays, you're going on vacation, you're the only one in your company that handles all the commercial accounts. So this way it gives accessibility to your clients.
Okay, good. Well, I think that about wraps it up. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining. If you need to test your website, I recommend that you either call us or email. We can do that for you. We'll let you know if your website is mobile friendly or not. If it's not mobile friendly, we can create one for you at a small cost. If it is mobile friendly, remember, you can purchase an add-on product that will sync the management system with your existing website.
And I was actually going to hit on that. But yes, if you do call in and you say, well, I do already have a pre-existing website, I don't want to release, we have a dynamic product that we can tie into your pre-existing website that will tie into the management system and help you guys out.
Yeah, so you don't have to get your website with us, but we just want to make sure that our clients have a mobile-friendly website, because I know sometimes it can take years to get a good ranking, and we don't want you to lose that ranking just because your website is not mobile-friendly.
That is correct.
All right, well, thank you once again for joining us, and until next time, have a blessed week.
Thank you.